Have you ever noticed someone quietly shifting away when you sit beside them? Or a grandchild leaning in for a hug but pulling back just a little too soon? It can be a small moment, but it can leave a deep mark on the heart. Many older adults experience this without ever hearing a word about it. A subtle change in body scent that appears with age. It is not about being unclean or careless. It is about the way our bodies naturally change over time. For some, it leads to embarrassment, a quiet worry that keeps them from sitting too close or joining in moments they once enjoyed freely. But there is good news. This is not a permanent shadow. There are gentle, simple ways to restore freshness and feel at ease in your own skin again. Today, we will uncover why this scent appears, the science behind it, and most importantly, how to care for yourself so that you feel fresh, confident, and connected to the people you love. If you are watching now, tell me where you are tuning in from. Your city, your country. I read every comment, and it is a joy to know where our community is gathered from. And if you want more honest, helpful conversations like this, please subscribe, so together we can make the later years a time of dignity, closeness, and self-respect. I once met James, a 72-year-old retired teacher from Oregon. He was neat, well-groomed, and proud of his daily routines. Yet one afternoon, while his daughter hosted friends at home, he overheard a quiet remark. Someone said James's house has a bit of a smell. It wasn't loud, but it was enough. That night, he sat in his armchair longer than usual, avoiding the usual evening hug with his grandchildren. This experience is more common than people think, and it often comes down to three natural changes in the body after 60. First, our sweat glands slow down. When we were younger, sweat helped flush toxins out of the body every day. Less sweat means those toxins and bacteria can build up, especially in the folds of our skin. Second, our skin oils change. A compound called nonanol begins to appear in middle age. It mixes with bacteria on the skin and creates a slightly musty, waxy scent. Third, saliva production drops by more than half. That means bacteria in the mouth can grow quickly even if you brush regularly, leading to persistent bad breath. These are not signs of neglect. They are simply biology, but biology does not have to control the way we live. One practical step is to focus on hydration. Drink at least 6 glasses of warm water each day. This helps the body flush out waste, keeping your skin and mouth healthier. Another is to keep moving. A gentle 20-minute walk under soft sunlight not only helps circulation, but also allows your body to release toxins through light perspiration. James tried these 2 changes for a week. By the end, he noticed something subtle but powerful. Hugs felt easier. Conversations felt warmer. The invisible distance was shrinking. Have you ever felt that invisible distance? Type yes in the comments if you know what I mean. Let's look deeper into how small changes in daily habits can bring big shifts in how you feel and how others feel around you. I remember meeting Margaret, a 69-year-old grandmother from Ohio. She told me she had stopped speaking close to her grandchildren. No one had ever said anything, but she could sense their hesitation. She carried this quiet worry for months. When we talked, she learned it wasn't her fault. It was the way her skin and mouth had changed with time. Once she understood that, the shame began to fade. And then we worked on simple, specific steps she could take. The first was bathing with intention. Most people wash, but often miss key areas where odor builds up. Behind the ears, the back of the neck, under the breasts, in the groin, and between the toes. These folds trap bacteria and moisture. Gently cleaning them every day with warm water protects the skin and reduces the scent at its source. The second step was caring for her mouth beyond brushing. We added a tongue scraper each morning to remove bacteria that brushing can miss. After each meal, she rinsed with water to keep her mouth fresh and moist. When she felt dryness, she chewed a slice of fresh apple to encourage saliva. Lastly, we adjusted her diet. Adding antioxidant-rich foods like tomatoes, cucumbers, and berries helped her skin fight the oxidation process that produces nonanol. Within 2 weeks, Margaret noticed her confidence return. Her laughter came easier, her hugs longer. Science explains it simply. By reducing bacteria, improving hydration, and supporting skin health from the inside, the body regains balance. And with that balance comes a sense of freedom in daily life. Have you ever tried focusing on just one of these habits? Let me know in the comments which one you would start with. Next, we will explore how the environment around you, from your clothes to your bedding, can either help or harm your freshness. When I visited Helen, a 74-year-old from Florida, her home was warm and welcoming, but she shared a concern. Even after bathing daily, she felt the scent return quickly. So we looked beyond her personal care. We turned our attention to her surroundings. Clothing and fabrics can hold on to odor longer than we realize. Shirts worn twice, towels left damp, or bed sheets unchanged for weeks can all bring bacteria back to the skin. Helen began changing her underwear and tops every day. Towels were washed twice a week. Her bed sheets were fresh every 7 days. Within days, she noticed a difference. The freshness from her morning shower now lasted all day. We also made one small change to her footwear. She rotated her shoes, letting each pair air out for at least a day before wearing them again. She chose cotton socks that absorbed moisture, keeping her feet dry and healthy. Then we revisited hydration and movement. Every morning after her walk, Helen drank a glass of warm water. This helped her body flush away toxins while her circulation was still active from the gentle exercise. Science supports these changes. Odor-causing bacteria thrive in warm, moist fabrics and on skin that is not completely dry. By breaking that cycle, the source of the scent is reduced dramatically. Helen told me one afternoon, "I don't think about it anymore. I can focus on my family, on enjoying my time, not on what they might notice." Have you ever changed something in your environment and felt the difference right away? Share your story in the comments. Now that you've heard how James, Margaret, and Helen found their confidence again, let's bring it all together and talk about how you can start today. Freshness is not just about smelling good. It is about feeling comfortable in your own skin. It is about knowing that when someone leans in for a hug, they are fully present without hesitation. The body changes with age. Sweat glands slow down, skin oils shift, the mouth becomes drier. But none of these changes have to define your daily life. You have seen how James rebuilt his confidence through hydration and gentle movement, how Margaret focused on key bathing habits and nourishing foods, how Helen made her home environment work for her instead of against her. Each of them began with small, simple steps, and those steps added up to something powerful. You can do the same. You do not need to overhaul your entire routine in one day. Start with one change. Drink that extra glass of warm water, scrub behind your ears, switch to fresh clothes in the morning. These little acts repeated every day protect not just your cleanliness, but your dignity. They help you hold on to the closeness and warmth that make life rich. If you found this video helpful, give it a like. Share it with a friend who might need encouragement, and subscribe for more simple, proven ways to stay strong, fresh, and confident in the years ahead. Your body is not a burden, it is your home. Your legs are not just limbs, they are your freedom.